Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So I may went a bit overboard on a few things. Where are they? Ah, here we go. 571 parts and 571 computer spikes. So I went back up to the droid shop and bought a bunch of parts. Probably end up selling some things, some expensive things like, will they? Like some of these apps just to make enough money to buy some more. But yeah. So I figured why not just get myself all the frickin' parts I need so I can hold on to some of my credits until I need them. Yeah. Because I get annoyed easily by how many parts and stuff we need. It's not too bad until you find a robot and then it's like, oh, well I have to optimize the droid's weaponry, optimize this, optimize that, optimize that. Next thing you know, you've always spent over 10 parts just turning the droid on.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits! That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits!
Yeah, or I could murder you.
Run, my brother!
for free.
Flee this one's wrath!
Go on, you two. Get out of here! I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We
Yeah,
aren't
but
all
what are
like
you
that,
guys
you know.
wearing?
Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
So who are you?
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there?
Nothing special.
Not to you, I suppose, but you're probably used to its beauty by now. I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there.
Anything about.
Rukil's the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow.
Promised Land?
It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil.
Okay,
He's
fine.
wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. It's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man.
So where can I find it?
He'll be somewhere in the village. I couldn't say where for sure. He's always busy doing whatever he can to make the lives of the other villagers easier.
Do you know anything about escape pod?
I don't know anything about that, but maybe Gendar could help you. Sorry. Is there anything else you need?
I have other off-roaders come with them.
There were quite a few people from the surface marching through the village, but none of them bothered to talk to me. Gendar might know more about them.
So Gendar.
Oh.
Gendar. Anyway, sorry, I need to go. Time to go talk to people.
A few of the braver villagers dared to leave the safety of the fence.
Oh yeah, by the way.
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back.
Danger and suffering?
The villagers infected with the Rutgor disease are quarantined beyond this gate. It's only a matter of time until they transform into horrible creatures that would destroy us all.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into ruck ghouls, we'll let them destroy each other.
Well, that sounds a bit messed up, but... So here's the thing. I'm gonna try and help them.
I can't stop you from going through the gates, Upworlder. But if the infected ones have already transformed into ruck ghouls, you'll be walking into your grave.
She doesn't know me that well, does she?
Please, help us. We're infected with the rat ghoul disease. At any moment we could... No! This cannot be... No!
The freaking is... Yeah, we're totally helping them, see? Oh, you came in. But yeah, totally helping them. Of course, we can't turn into a raccoon ourselves because, I mean, they're taking animation work to have us change it into a raccoon. It's not like, you know, Baldur's Gate where basically, oh, there's Basilisk, well, you're dead instantly. No, it can't be like that. We have to not let the player be able to actually get infected by the raccoons. But you can get poisoned by them, I believe. Which is why you have antidote kits. But anyway, yeah, so if you had, you know, the kill, you could kill them and get light side points.
Please, please, you have to help us. We beg you. We don't want to end up like the others. Please help us. We can't end up like them.
So, you know, like
We have the rat ghoul disease. It is only a matter of time. It is too late for them. Soon it will be too late for us, and we will transform into those horrible rat ghouls ourselves.
Yeah, so here's the thing. But no objection, just dark side points and... No objection at all. Also, I love this part right here.
Back again? Is this...
Like, she doesn't even give a
So
single damn that they're all dead. Like, not a single damn was given. Also,
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy? The beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Be careful. This one might be crazy enough to be dangerous.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder, I beg you.
Okay then.
A question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose. Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can make things more clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukil Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes.
So, what you want me from?
Once I was honored for my wisdom, but over time the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually there was only a single apprentice who followed me, and now she is gone too.
So what happened?
My apprentice is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... well, I cannot tell you. Not yet.
Go ahead, so
Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found.
Sure, why
Finding
not?
her may be difficult. Malia could be anywhere in the Undercity. But if you will find her, I will know you to be our true savior. Only then can I reveal my secret knowledge to
Ooh,
you.
his secret knowledge. I'll be back.
I wish you luck, Upworlder. Come speak to me again once you have discovered the fate of my apprentice.
Gendar.
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can.
Oh, so it's one of the things that really bothers me about this place is everyone here should have a much paler complexion. Like they should have, you know, really pale skin and everything. Because there's literally no sunlight down here, practically. So, yeah. But that's an oversight that Bioware's not going to look into. Because, you know, why would they consider the fact that, hey, there's no sunlight here, so there's no way these people could be getting tans and looking normal like this? I mean, I don't expect them to it be like Falmer from Skyrim, but still. It's like a problem with Final Fantasy VII is, oh yeah, these people live under these giant discs, which I guess have sunlight, but still. They're not actually getting sunlight, so how can you maintain complexion that isn't... doesn't make sense. But anyway. So...
Our village has seen many visitors from the surface recently. Armored troops, swoop gang members, mercenaries. They come to search our sunless world. They're even searching the sewers.
Ooh, the sewers. You know anything about the Twi'lek?
Yes, I have seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her. She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers.
Wookiee are, though. How can I get to the sewers?
There are two entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the northeast of our village, the other to the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, Upworlder. If you dare to travel those dark tunnels, you would be wise to go heavily armed, unless you wish to become a meal for the rock ghouls and the other foul creatures.
Questions?
Ask your questions, Upworld.
Yeah, sure, tell me about the rat ghouls.
The rat ghouls are monsters, hideous mutations who feast on the flesh of our villagers. Their diseased jaws can infect those they attack, transforming the victim into one of those abominations. We know of no cure for the disease, and for the good of the village, we must banish any who become infected, lest they transform and turn on us.
Okay.
As you wish, Upworlder. Should you have need of anything else, come speak to me. I represent the entire village, and I will do my best to help you however I can.
Yeah. Wait, can you tell
Greetings,
why though downhill?
You fine?
Oh. Fine. Thanks for answering my question. Thanks for not answering my question. Also, children.
Mommy says all the Upworlders is selfish and mean. But you look nice to me.
And this guy.
Hey, you ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes, you've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
How do you manage to run a store here in the Undercity?
If a villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters, and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff.
Okay, well, let me see you.
It ain't the best stuff. Mostly...
So he has... He's in shiny bad armor, which isn't terrible, but it's expensive. He also actually has computer spikes for cheap. I didn't need to buy those, but you know. But definitely that. And that, I need that, yes, I need that. And everything else, meh. Where's my set list? Don't really need these combat suits. I might keep the Republic mod armor just because I know what's coming up. Let's see, definitely don't need these. Keep that, don't need these. Keep those. Don't need a regular blast pistol. Don't need a heavy blaster. Don't need blaster rifles. Don't need the no band. So keeping that because I need that. And we should be fine. So, yay implants. Oh, so this. Time to feel bad again. Yeah, I'm sure it sees you.
Help! It's right behind me! Help!
Hurry, Hindar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time!
I can't. The Rakghouls are too close.
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all.
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so near.
So, light side, neutral, dark side. Yeah, fuck it.
You'd risk your life for a stranger? You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
Hurry! While the gate is still open, you must save Hindar.
I must save Hindar. Oh god, I failed it. Carf, deal with it. Because I can't... Oh no. Is it still... Is it still okay? Up there, he's still chasing it. Well, Carf. Is it a fine predicament we've got ourselves in? Also, we're going to be harassed by the... Wait, did Hindar die? Did Hindar... Wait, did Hindar... Oh my god, Hindar actually died. I haven't had that happen before. Well, that's different. Yeah, I haven't had it so you basically save him, but you don't save. Wow, that's nice.
How'd you like that?
Oi. Game. It's like bugging the hell out, isn't it? I'm supposed to be talking to this guy here, right? I can't. So I think he's still technically failed.
Wait, don't kill me. I surrender. I surrender!
Whoa. Leg fell off. I mean, fell down, not off. That's my question, sir.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
Why do you attack?
I work for Brezhik, head of the Black Vulker gang. He told us to kill anyone who came snooping around.
Okay, well. Where survivors?
There was one survivor, a female Republic officer. Bastila or something like that. Brezhik took her back to the Black Vulker base as his prisoner.
How can I get inside?
You can't. Nobody can. They'll shoot you on sight. Even I couldn't get you in. They'd just shoot us both if we show up there together.
Has to be some way in.
Well, you could talk to the Hidden Becks. They're our biggest rival. They might know some way to get in. Look, that's all I know, I swear. Please, just let me go, and I promise you'll never see me again.
Nah.
What? But I surrendered! Damn you!
Hey, I tried to save what's his face. So why would I let you live? Besides, you shot me first. And 1, 2, 3.
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you?
Mission? What's going on?
It's Zalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
Okay. So what happened?
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd rat ghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
How do you know where they
I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
You're just saying that because they're piggies. Okay, I'll help you, but you have to get me inside the Vulker base.
It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulker base. Now come on! We have to find Zalba before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulker compound.
Mission is join your party. Yay. Mission is... well, we'll show. So yeah, her stats are... yeah... could be better, could be better. Needs more constitution, more debts. But skills. So she's got decent demolitions. Stealth, awareness, security. Cause she's a scoundrel, which means she gets all the skill points. And not feat points, really. So, yeah, sneak attack 3. It also means she doesn't have any armor, and yeah. She also comes with dueling, though. So it means, yeah, a single one-handed weapon. Like a pistol, maybe a sword, but yeah. I'm not gonna keep her as dueling. Probably gonna give her a blaster rifle. Cause, yeah. Also, I really need to change the skills. Feats, I mean. But yeah, this clothing, you know. I mean, I like the clothing that Finn did for her, but still. What's this blaster pistol? You know, so she comes with her own fiber blade. Which is, you know, I mean, it's not terrible. It's practically just the same as, you know, prototype fiber blade. But no. I'm gonna give her one of these. And sunglasses. And that's about it. She comes with a stealth field generator, which is used for stealth. Put that. There we go. There's the car. Bed.
What?
Oh god. Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
No! Hindar, no!
Yeah.
You're as selfish as all the rest from the surface. Please, just leave me alone with my
Dark
grief.
side. Nope, not even dark side. So you're just a dick for no reason.
A horrible fate for poor Hendar. I warned him not to leave the safety of the village, but I couldn't open the gate. Not while the rat ghouls were so close. I had to protect the village, but enough of this grim talk. We must focus on the positive if we're to survive down here. How can I help you, Upworlder?
So who are you?
I'm Trellin, from the Outcast Village.
Okay, great. Okay, fine.
Goodbye.
You're useless. Okay, so quite a few things to do. Do I want to go modify mission right now? Let's go modify mission right now. Then I'm going to have to modify Zalber once we get him, so yay. Okay, so now then. Raise mission up to 18, that's 18 constitution, brace for strength of a bit. So yeah, he's not helpful. So I didn't really do much for a skill because, you know, as a scoundrel she's got enough skill points that she's fine. I gave her rapid shot, improved rapid shot, improved sniper shot, and focus and blaster rifles. So as a scoundrel she gets sneak attack, which, yeah. Also scoundrel's luck. Scoundrels will never get in trouble, but to compensate they also possess in it. Clever and safe for survival. So basically just +2 to defense. Dueling isn't really gonna help her, sadly. Caution, it's not bad for her. But yeah, I could give her heavy armor, but she doesn't need heavy armor? Like, at all, really? Yeah, I didn't buy that one improved stealth thing, didn't I? Oops, oh well. Oh well, we should be fine.
Yes?
Till we're not fine. Alright, let's go bother the Sif. Hi, Sif.
You there, civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
By the way, I love this response that we can give. I'm just here to kill you.
Look out! It's an ambush!
Like, for some reason, that isn't an option that we got.
Here! Here!
You'll pay!
Here! Here!
One guy, wow. Just countering everything. Also, a Sif energy shield. Been waiting for one of these. So Sif energy shields are a lot better than what we have. Not giving you the Sif energy shield. I forgot to show you this. So, by the way, this is the amount of scripts you have in this game. You had default attack, Grenader, and Jedi/droid support. Yep. That is the amount of scripts you have in this. I mean, Baldur's Gate has, like, I don't know, 10, 20? But yeah, so your character will use a currently equipped weapon in combat. Character force powers will use them appropriately. Characters will not use special items such as shields with medpads. Droids will not use droid utility items. Because here's what annoys me. Droid utility items don't like our shields. They get like 10 charges, and then they need to be replaced. You could set this so they will use all certain characters will use their force powers until they run out of force points, and droids will use all their equipped utility items. One of those, it's not good for like just regular fights. Like, we can easily kill most things. Having them just do that is gonna be like, well, you have 10 charges and now you have 1. But like when we let Kalina just use all the arrows and ice went down. It's like, you turn around, oh, she's out of arrows again. Oh, it's a grenade? Okay, we'll use grenades until they run out of grenades. But yeah, just default. Default and let the AI manage however the AI wants to manage, basically. That's about the best you can do. Just default and hope the AI manages. Because there's nothing very good. I mean, Pillars of Eternity had what? Not too many scripts? Either, so yeah.
Here!
Use per recipe.
I feel sick. What?
Which is one thing that does bother me about this is, yeah, there's no Jedi don't need to really rest, which is a good thing. I mean, they have a force bar and they can just use powers as much as they want. But that's sort of defeats the whole purpose of the rule sets of this game. I mean, and the whole modified D&D rule set that's used for this. Like, well, they don't longer have to rest to use their abilities. It's like, wait, but that's one of the major standing points of the whole D&D rule set is mages have to rest. Get the
never get me.
I guess technically Pillars of Eternity does have your per rest abilities can become per encounter abilities. Also record zone. And a beam slayer. Yay. So you can give that to people and save them. Or you could sell it for 1,000 credits. But Pillars of Eternity 2, it felt like everything was more per encounter, per weight abilities instead of per rest abilities. That just felt weird in it. That and the horrible lag. Like, the load times just felt terrible in that game. So we could go into the sewers, which is a viable option. But...
Hey, Karth.
Oh.
You're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation.
No,
Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big Z's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
Both of you shut the fuck up.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, 'cause I don't need 'em.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Anyway, that reminds me.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Before I forget... Oh, apparently I can't talk to Karth.
You got it.
Until the game tells me I need to talk to Karth. I probably should talk to Mission, though.
Hey there.
What do you know about Terrace?
Really? You want to know about
No,
me?
no,
Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
So, how'd you and Zalberg
Big
go?
Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
Who tries to pick a fight with
Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
Yeah, you're lucky he didn't just shoot you.
Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
So, what that would you...
The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
So you survived before we met, so...
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own.
Mission,
In
stop
fact,
being
I look
edgy.
out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z is a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
How'd he end up here?
He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done.
Didn't know you had a brother.
My brother's a touchy subject, you know. It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now.
Oh, we're
Nothing
gonna have to
personal.
talk about
Let's just
him,
get
though.
back to the business at hand, okay?
You know we're gonna have to. 'Cause it's a Bioware game. Gotta talk about all this shit. Oh my god. Wow, game. That...
Hey there. What can I do for you?
That's probably the fastest that's happened. So we just talked to Mission, right? We took 5 steps. Well, let's talk about your brother.
I was a little snappish when we last
Wow,
talked.
gang.
I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
Just 5 steps and it's like, oh, well, you need to talk to her. I just talked to her. Embarrassing, why?
It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
So you were stowaways?
I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
Well, what kind of problems did your brother have?
He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you don't know what it's like. You need those skills here in the lower city. Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
So why'd you leave?
He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
So who the fuck's Lena?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need?
I was gonna ask that.
Terrace is a pretty good place to grow up, all things considered. Just stick to the area you belong in and stay out of Davik's business, and you'll be fine.
I could ask about
Hey,
all that.
no
but
problem.
Nah. What's the Karf level?
Ready.
Hi, Karf. The level sets. Karf's on a higher level than us. What do I want Karf to know? More demo? More trio entry. Improved rapid shot, improved rapid shot. I think I actually moved before one of you popped up and was like, oh no, we need to talk. Okay, so I think Mission has high enough, hopefully high enough demolitions that she can pick these things up. Yay! We cover all the mines. Cover the mines. Zero the Republic survivor. Just you wait. I have more mines to recover.
Sure.
Did you not pick that one up over there?
Yeah?
No, pick up the mine. Ree. You and your track pants that show off your ass. Like seriously. And the fact that they do. Never mind, Karf, you don't have an ass.
Yeah?
Sure.
But hell, I have more of an ass than Karf. That's the sad part.
Yeah?
Freaking track pants.
Sure.
I don't know why they thought that was such a great idea. It's like, okay, so we need this armor thing. Well, how about we make them in a tracksuit and then put like a vest over it? Call it medium armor or light armor.
Help me. Please. I can feel it inside my skin. Something growing. Like some kind of hideous disease.
So here I could do that, but how about some information?
No! No! I can feel it! Ah!
Well, how about no then? I asked nicely for information and he failed to give it to me. Not like I could save him now, can I? Oh, that failed. No remains to loot. Karf not objecting to the fact there was a Republican soldier when we let him die? Nope. Karf not giving a damn. Our entrance to this place is over here. I was hey, Candace, with more people in tracksuits, cause yeah.
Don't move! I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rat ghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
Dangerous.
This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with rat ghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Candace,
Wow,
I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a rat ghoul.
Like I've been killing records up just fine. I mean,
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
Oh no. Rat ghouls. Whatever shall I do? I throw a grenade and potentially blow up people.
How'd you like that?
Like,
damn. I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the rat ghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore.
what do you mean by that?
Davik sent me down here with this motley crew to scavenge whatever we could from the Republic escape pods that crashed during the recent battle overhead. But the lower city gangs got here first. Anything worthwhile in those Republic pods is probably in their hands by now. Davik won't like that.
What can you tell me about that?
What are you, an off-worlder? Everyone knows Davik. He's a member of the Exchange. You know, the interstellar crime syndicate. Smuggling, gambling, extortion. Davik controls it all here on Taris. That's why I'm working for him. But lately, the lower city gangs have been giving my boss some trouble.
Well, you know.
This isn't really the best place to have these kinds of conversations. But I guess I could spare a couple of seconds for you. After all, you did help us out with those rat ghouls. The lower city is overrun with gangs. But the two most important ones are the Hidden Becks and the Black Vulkars. Used to be the Becks were the big dog and kept the others in line. But lately the Black Vulkars are moving in on Beck turf and challenging them for control. The Vulkars are even starting to defy Davik. Take these escape pods, for example. Everyone knew Davik would want first crack at them. But I know for a fact those damn Vulkars have already sent their own salvage party down here.
Anyway.
Come on, boys, let's move out!
Candace is... not terrible, it's just... one of those... just... yeah.
Hey there, what can I do? I don't want to talk if I'm... Okay.
The problem with Candace is he's just... like, he doesn't really have that much going on for him compared to everyone else. Like, his whole thing is he's basically... he's a Mandalorian. He fought in the war. He'll tell you about his past battles. That's about it. I mean, he's basically the Grizzard War veteran. That's his whole gimmick. Past that, I guess, well, he is pretty good with Feeding Blaster. Even, it's not like you get, like, you know, missile launchers or flamethrowers for people. You get flamethrowers for droids. Yeah. My party. By the way, this Outcast Corpse right here. Boop. So I'm gonna try to see the face to see if it's actually a guy or a girl. I can't really tell. Can't really tell what it is. Huh. Oh, just skills. So yeah, the problem about being a scout is we don't get nearly enough feat level ups. Can't finally upgrade these? Nope. Still waiting on those. Might be power up and might treat injury up though. Oh, I should probably check that while we're here. Okay, the Promised Land Prince. Journey details the search for Promised Land carried out by Lucas Apprentice. Most of the entries are mundane. The last journey is quite interesting. Finding covered dungeons, the hours have been seeking out the favored land and now treated have led them into the sewers. I decided that I must go there as well. So, basically, into the sewers. Don't know what's annoying? Technically murdered pretty much all the raccoons.
Yeah?
And over here's a droid they can use to help you kill raccoons. Problem though is the majority of the raccoons are dead. By the time you get over here
Yes?
and destroyed, that could potentially help you. Everything's dead. But hey, I have repair parts out there, so optimize, and away he goes. Go forth, rusted sentry droid. Go forth and prosper. Wait, did I leave both these? I probably did, and I just getting confused because it doesn't say they're empty. There's the thing, before you go into the sewers, you want to go back and turn in this journal to Urko. Because there's going to be a follow-up quest. It's going to involve going into the sewers. And since we need to go into the sewers anyway, no reason not to go get the quest. Hi, Ruko.
Greetings once more, Upworlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people?
Well, let me get more comfortable, and yeah, she's dead. Here's a journal.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the Promised Land.
I don't remember the Promised Land being anything that real special in Star Wars the Republic. I don't even know where it is.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookhill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
Oh, very well. Tell me the history of
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Terrace, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
That's how it came to be down.
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Taris, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
Good. So why is it?
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps, with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
So you want me to find this?
I have nothing to offer if you help me in this. I hope the knowledge that you are helping the entire village escape a life of darkness and suffering is reward enough. It is many decades since my father set out on his journey, but I remember he was eager to explore the sewers. You might want to begin your search there. I wish you luck in your quest, Upworlder. The future survival of this village, of my people, depends on you.
So by the way...
I saw you talking with Rukel. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him.
So why are you telling me this?
Oh, don't worry, I'll make this quick. I've got an offer that might be worth your while. For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rukel ever finds his Promised Land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen.
How can he be? You want me to murder him?
I don't want you to kill Rukel. He's not the problem. It's those damn explorers that went before him. What if they actually found something? They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all 3 journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rukel's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the Promised Land. I've saved up enough credits for my business here to make it worth your while if you help me.
It honestly isn't worth a while, but... I'll think about it.
Once you have all 3 journals, just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed?
Nah.
Yeah, okay. You'll come back and see me.
Well, now then, to go into the sewers. Yay. We also need to remember to go to the cantina at some point and give them this serum. At some point. But now for the sewers. Hey, sewers. I don't like the sewers. It's where there was lots of rumors that, hey, you could get a Gamorrean axe in here. I don't think you can get a Gamorrean axe, no. I think the Gamorrean axe is just in the files and never...
How'd you like that?
Oh, the Gamorreans. Probably racist on the pig. And for some reason there's...
You there, civilian! This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here?
Yeah, well, I'm just here to kill.
Look out! It's an ambush!
Well, that's still an option. And dark look at them with that.
You'll never get me!
Here! Here! Here!
Or keeping them mostly alive. So now the fun part, navigate the sewers.
Here!
How'd you like that?
So we're what? Immune to poison? Yeah, I know. I'm not in combat. So a glow rod. And a jump. Yay. Now I made a critical hits and mind flip. Ding. Which isn't terrible. And we're for down to gives immunity to critical hits and awareness. Huh. But if it gives immunity to critical hits, then we don't need it. And awareness isn't terrible, but whoop. Well, the Sifties use their ships. So there's that. So which one's the Astro Door? This one seems like the Astro Door. Did you go level? Oh, there's the fourth door. We
What?
don't go to the fourth door yet. We're just gonna go into South.
Sure.
I just realized, am I even getting any dark side corruption? I mean, it doesn't really look like it. Maybe the face I downloaded doesn't really get dark side corruption. Maybe I'll just get yellowish red eyes. There's the thing, you could throw a grenade. Where am I at? That's Good question. Guys?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing on the way back out?
Sure.
Sometimes the AI gets stuck and then decides not to go if they should. It's an unfortunate situation. This may be another way out. Oh, there's a block already clear.
Huh?
Oh, yes, made it.
What?
More raccoons. Raccoons. Yeah. So, I think I said it's check over here. As if that is the right way to go. And I'm stuck. So it means we want to go this way because this is not the right way. I know it makes perfect sense. But you want to go the way that's not the right way. Because loot. Even if most of it doesn't matter, but still, loot. Because I made myself powerful, but not that overpowered. Like my armor is a bit, my armor is a bit. Hey, look, we found Salvor technically. So now we just have to circle around.
You'll never get me!
How they jump south the mine is beyond me.
Sure.
Also, you switch dock
What?
mission to then recover the mine. You have to literally stay your mission until it recovers the mine. So
Sure.
my friend.
No problem. Got it.
Hi, Gamora.
You asked for this!
Oh, well, you're... I think one of them would drop an axe, but no. Drops a cardio egg on it, though.
Here!
Hey Karth, can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this gonna be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerf herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising considering all we've been through, but I shouldn't take it out on you.
Well, it's about time you did.
Mission, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Karth.
Well, that's no big deal. I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that? Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth. For an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
No, they made, isn't that cute. By the way, this weapons locker?
No problem.
Tutorial.
Got it.
Because inside there's Berserk cards. Some decent Berserk cards too, actually. And a scope, and Zalbar's bowcaster. Which is one of the stupidest things. Like, why does he have a bowcaster?
Look at this. This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick.
And then there's a Zalbar. Notified for mission.
I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission and Zalbar, together forever.
Who's that?
These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have got you out.
What do you mean you think? Usual my piece. That is your species. I am impressed.
A life debt? You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this. Big Z swearing a Wookiee life debt to you? Wow, this is major. Do you realize what it means?
It's third.
A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zalbar will be with you.
You all have life debt forever after I side fall. Like that'll be the great orchard trees of Parish of Kashyyyk. Oh, man, thanks.
I guess this means you're stuck with me, too. Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not gonna happen again.
I want the timer in.
Hey, don't underestimate me. I may be young, but I'm quick and plenty smart. You just give me a chance and you'll be surprised at how useful I can be. So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Volker base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den.
Oh, good, sure.
I better come with you. The Volkers put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Volkers on Terrace who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there.
Rancor?
There used to be a Rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. Pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge! Luckily, Rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind.
No, I'm not ready for Rancor.
Okay then, off we
They can
go.
just eat me.
Like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Zalbar has joined your party. Remember, you can only have 2 party members with you. You can switch party members using that, but sometimes it's disabled. So let's select our party members. So we should probably have Mission and Zalbar for now. Oh, so Zalbar has some not bad stats for what he is. I mean, he's a scout. He has no points of computer use, but he has demo. Decent amount of demo. That'll do. Also feats. Problem is, what do I want him to have? Also, he comes with Uncanny Dodge, Weapons Focus Melee, Power Attack, Implant Level 2. But I'm gonna give him improved Flurry. I have no idea what I want to do with him. I just need more points. But here's the thing. Yeah, his stats aren't terrible. I mean, his train strength, train constitution. I mean, hell, that's practically better than me in a way. Intelligence, wisdom are fine with that. Charisma is fine where it's at. That's just could be better, but yeah. Well, that's not bad, you know. The only problem with Wookiees though is Wookiees, yeah. Wookiees can't wield armor, which is unfortunate because that means they have no real defense. And you could use this cardio package. Actually, if you could use that one. I need to get me a new cardio, thing, don't I? But yeah, he can't wield any hats, of course, for obvious reasons. And no armor. He can wield that though. Does he need to wield that? Saves Fortitude. His Fortitude is pretty good. Hell, she could use that more. Like, she could literally use that bit more. So what do you give him? Well, that's the thing, really. Because you could give him his bowcaster, but he's expecting melee, so... The best thing would probably be to give him one of these. So now he has a fancy axe. You could get him to do sword stuff if you really want to, too.
Sure.
But the thing is, I'm also required to get points. Also, let's start this out. Does anyone? Tell me about it. If I say more, but I would not. You don't trust me? Nothing personal, just don't understand anything about me. Please wait for your power source and just be content with that. Okay. Fancy about the plans, my homework. That's all I care about. There's nothing that interests me. But you live here. Do I have a problem? Someone else. Yeah. His outburst basically, he just sort of exists like a sheep. That's sort of his whole thing, is he exists. But anyway, we need to go change soundbar a bit now. Just a bit. Therefore, he's mostly where I want him. It's a surprise. Anyway, be right back. Okay, so now then. So, we upgraded Zelber a bit. We gave him one additional point dex. And gave him a whole bunch of points of computer use. For some reason. Doesn't really need it, but you know. I just figured might as well. So I gave him 2 weapon fighting and improved 2 weapon fighting. Because there's something about 2 weapon fighting that I didn't realize. The feat reduces the attack penalty of a character wearing a double bladed weapon. Or 2 weapons. So basically it means... I think it would benefit basically his ants, because it's technically a... maybe? I mean, it's a two-handed weapon. But it doesn't really... two-weapon fight doesn't really benefit, like, for say... like, two-handed rifles and heavy weapons. Nothing really benefits those. Because dueling is like if you use one-handed, like one sword in one hand, or a blaster pistol in one hand. But yeah, nothing really benefits the blaster rifle, really. I was like, gave him point arrowhead, because, you know, why not? Proof flurry, power attack, implant level. I think I was given a point in heavy weapons, and that. Because it pisses me off that only soldiers get it. So yeah. Also has working toughness, which gives him... it reduces his damage by 2, and he gains additional 2 vitality points each time it levels up. Doesn't really help his defense that much, though. Cause yeah, he's just... yeah. It's unfortunate, really. Cause you can't really equip anything on him.
What?
Oh well. I mean, he makes up for it by having a very high strength and constitution score compared to everyone else. But the only problem was, for a natural character in your party, he's pretty dumb. Like, I like Workies, but the fact you can't equip anything on him, and the fact he's just sort of remains like this the majority of the game, he doesn't really have anything going on for him, except till you get to Kashyyyk. Yeah, it's sort of unfortunate, really. He doesn't really get any good character growth until Kashyyyk. And then after that, he still doesn't really talk. Like, Mission has her storyline, which we can't really progress until off Terrace. Karf has his, which Bioware's got
What?
first on us. We haven't even gotten to Bastards is sort of important because, well, MacGuffin situation and all that. But we got that with the journal. And Droid. The only problem is I murdered everything already. But oh well. Have fun, Droid. Cause hey, we leveled you guys up. So I think that was a reason to do all the things on the droid, because it does give full XP, I think. Which is why I'm glad I cheating on all those parts. So demolitions, stealth, awareness, security, and I don't know what. Boot scoundrel's luck, yay. What's that do for you? That's basically so +4 to defense. Well, isn't that lovely? I mean, that's hell better than what Zalbor's getting. Zalbor gets point computer, point demo, and point entry. And that's about it. I mean, he has a decent amount of health, more than we do. For obvious reasons. But yet he's entirely... well, I don't want to say he's too squishy, but at the same time he has no defense. But it's not as bad as like that, you know. I'm going to keep bringing up when that mod set my defense down to -15. That so pisses me off. No, I think we've covered practically every part of the sewers. Yes. Which we have. Lovely. Which means now it's time to go deal with this. Oh, never mind, there's this section over here. Sometimes there's track goes there. Oh, the fragment. What this over here is the upper...
What?
mission. Apparently I'm too bad at to pick up mines.
What?
Yeah, this here is the upper way into the soup. Then suddenly they'll track.
I'll show you.
Suddenly backwards. You don't even drop any loot. Okay, and yeah, you want to switch the mission.
Huh?
So you can boot the shield thing.
You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper
That's
codes.
why I switched.
Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a black Volker who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night. Here, let me get that energy field down for you.
Yes?
Now we can go to the upper sewers. We're in the area once we get to the black Volker base. But until then... Oh, that's good. So he's busy fighting. That's busy loot. Taking you drop anything? No. I think that's the way to go, so we'll go with it. Off this one.
Yeah?
Try to go over there and pick up that mine. Because remember, a good strategy is still to go stealth and use mines.
Sure.
Yeah, to the top of the stairs seems to be blocked. There's some way to go up. Anyway. Oh yeah, I don't even have my improved powers yet, so.
Just die already!
I wonder if I needed to upgrade any of my speeds. Let's see. Oh yeah, I don't even have improved 2 weapon firing. Wow. Forgot about that. That would help. No.
What? Oh, I don't feel so good.
What?
Why are you running upstairs? Because that means now I have to do this.
What?
What?
The driver's more threatening than applications are fighting the sewer. Yeah, it's like, you know, I was going to switch to him, you know, loot that thing, but now your AI is always moving forward. For some reason. I think that's why we need to go. Yeah.
Take that!
Hey, guys. And scout, of course.
What?
Let's switch over here. And no, there's one.
Sure.
I believe we're here. If that's a severed arm. I severed arm. Sympathize order on back day pad. So let's read the back day pad. After these our promised land journals the record of the things. This journal does not contain enough information to solve the mystery. However, it could be a very full piece of the puzzle. So this datapad seems to detail plans the hidden back had to get into the... Oh, I forgot to turn in the datapads, didn't I? Crap. This datapad seems to detail plans the hidden back had to get into the Black Poker base. Of note, the following. Sympathize the substance for an odor that resembles a favorite prey of rancors. If we place the bait properly, we can lure the rancor into eating something leaf enough to kill it. By the way, yes.
Huh?
Now you switch the mission. You go right out to this.
No one's gonna see this mission.
No one's gonna see this mission. Don't attack the rancor. There you go, over here. Oh, hi, Mr. Crystals. I wish I could just, you know, take these. But yeah, get. There you go back here. Switch to give. Probably an old grenade, maybe 2 in there. And then you go down, down. 2 arrows. Sympathized odor. Give. Now our old rancor comes over. Sniffs. Sniff, sniff. Snort, snort. Wonder if it's that easy in Jedi Academy.
Yes?
And then you can turn on group mode. By the way, you can come over here and attack the remains.
Here!
You don't get any loot from the Rancor, so why don't you just get rid of the giant pie that could be in the way. And then there's this. Just, oh yeah, by the way, Vulkars. Vulkars with energy shields. And by the way, energy shield. Energy shield. So now I can go over here and energy shield. And energy shield. Yay. There's the... Now here's the sad part. And you go all the way back to the village. It sucks. Here's the thing I want to actually turn off the video, but I know traveling back, mission's gonna have a thing with Zalbar.
Hey, Big Z.
Yeah, there it is.
We gotta do something about your breath. I didn't want to say anything, but it's bad. Worse than usual, which is hard to believe. In fact, now that I think about it, your breath has been pretty rancid ever since we rescued you from those Gamorrean slavers. What'd they feed you, buddy?
I don't think
Oh, Zalbar, that's terrible. I know how grouchy you get if you don't get your 8 square meals a day. I'm amazed you didn't pass out from hunger.
One of the guards. That one or two close.
Ew! No wonder your breath is so bad, Big Z. Gamorreans smell like bantha poodoo. We'll have to pick you up a toothbrush to clean that stench out of your choppers. Okay, relax. No toothbrush. Sheesh. Just try and eat something else to cover up that smell, okay? Stay away from anything that's smart enough to lock you in a cage this time.
How take care as soon as I can, Mission. Let's take this from the top of James Albert doesn't really have any dialogue with anyone else, I don't think. Alright, we'll be back. Power on the surface. Hey, Droid's still doing his thing. Good for him. Any of the Rackers respawn? No. Maybe. Don't know. Alright, so now we go in and decision time. I think because, you know, the whole dark side thing.
Hey there, Upworlder!
There's
I knew Rukul's legend about the Promised Land was true! Quick, give me those journals so I can destroy them!
First, I know those credits.
Right, your reward. Here's 100 credits. That's a pretty hefty payment for some old notes and maps, eh?
100 credits? Nah, 200.
Well, I don't want Rukul to get his hands on them journals. I'll give you 200 credits. That's all I have.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You have more than 200 credits. Like, we could have bought that armor for over 1,000. Bullshit that you only have 200 credits. Probably already paid you 200 credits. Anyway.
Excellent! Now Rukul will never lead these people to the Promised Land. Now, is there something else you need? You want to look at my inventory?
So by the way, Rukul just somehow magically knows we did this.
False prophet! Deceiver! You have betrayed me! You have sold the hope of the entire village to the selfish and damnable Igiar! All I have worked for is destroyed. All the hopes and dreams of my father and grandfather before him turned to dust. Begone, Upworlder! I have only curses to speak at you!
Okay. I like how just magically knows we did that. But yeah, dark side points. Now I have to go all the way back down, by the way. Fun times. Sure remember to do that before we got that far ahead. Oh, well. Time to spend down for a mission to have no conversations soon. He starts calling scruffy. I forget the intervals and how much time has to pass, how many stabs, what were the intervals they use for the flags. But anyway, yeah, we're back here. So we'll probably do with the Volker base in the next episode, because, yeah. It's not too long, it's just, oh, battery might be longer. Also, wait, what? Zelbar? Zelbar, why are you being slow?
Sure.
Jesus, not even back hill yet. Here's the annoying thing about that. See, mission's rushing over to him because the AI does that. It's like, once you switch to them, the AI is set to go to where they last were, which is stupid. For example, he went to where I last was. Mission's gone to where he last was. Mission, you gonna come back? Mission. Okay. That's where the AI is. Anyway, so yeah, next time. Go to the Volker base. It's a thing. Not terrible, but it could be longer since it restoration content and all that. But anyway, promise for next time. Hope y'all enjoyed, and have a nice day. I may get myself I give myself a improved 2 weapon fighting because I sort of need that. It's holding me back potentially. And next time I level up and get feet, I'll give myself improved power attack, probably. But how long till I level up? Not too long. So yeah. I always say, don't I? Oh well. So I hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day.